to the media. We are back with former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder. I try as often as I can to remind people watching or try to inform on what is normal and what is not normal. And I think we know a lot of Kash Patel's behavior is not normal. But this reporting on the polygraph tests being used across the FBI, a law enforcement agency that is full of non-political career servants trying to keep our country safe, I just wonder what goes through your mind when you hear that?
Well, first off, to echo what you said, Jen, this is not normal, and the American people need to understand that. These are people at the FBI, at the Justice Department, who dedicate their careers to this nation, the protection of people in this nation. The FBI is one of our premier national security agencies, in addition to everything else that it does. And to have an FBI director who apparently does not trust the people in the FBI, and I suspect the people in the FBI probably do not trust him as well, for him to polygraph people on the bases that have been reported is extremely disturbing, and I think ought to cost him his job. I mean, I think he was qualified for the job going in, and all the reports that we have seen since he became FBI director have confirmed my belief that he wasn't qualified to do the job. I mean, you know, the sight of him in the Olympics, you know, slogging down beer when he's supposed to be in Milan on a business trip, the reports now about having some bourbon branded in his name. I mean, these are all things inconsistent with what we would expect to have a competent FBI director do. And the conduct that he's engaging in, the polygraphs that he's making people go through is unbelievably abnormal, and I would think disqualifying.
One of the things that is so striking, or has been striking to me, is that while Kash Patel is desperately trying to crack down on leaks, as we've just been talking about, people inside the FBI continue sharing information with reporters, and it's not out of maliciousness or anything like that. I mean, one of the things that Sarah Patrick, who wrote some of these stories for The Atlantic, shared with me is that some of the things, what they've been sharing is that they basically have grave concern about our national security under Kash Patel's leadership. And that is why they felt the need to share this information and share these stories. It seems like you share that, although you tell us what you think, and also tell us how unique it is or rare it is for FBI officials, many sources, to be sharing this kind of information with reporters.
It's unbelievably abnormal, again, to have this kind of interaction between the FBI and reporters about these kinds of things, these personnel things, for lack of a better term. These are really patriotic people, again, dedicating their lives to the protection of the nation. And I think they've made the determination that they are more concerned about the leadership of the FBI and the need to perhaps change the leadership of the FBI if they're going to be able to be in a position to do that which the American people expect of the FBI. These are patriots.